Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas. It's still Christmas. It is the blessing of a day. And I was blessed today. Sometimes it's not about what you want, but what you can make out of a situation. That's what I learned today. You know, my whole ordeal is to learn about people. My whole goal and intention is to learn about people. And how can I not learn about people if I'm always in a house and I'm not um, interviewing right now? The next person I meet, I'm going to try to interview them on the spot, whoever it is. I want to get it on record. Met an Uber driver, very, very nice lady. Um, I know she got a little nervous thinking something, but I won't say what I think she was thinking. But I'll say that she was a nice Uber driver, and I'll say it. So we had this deep, deep conversation about um, how she would never let a man get close to her. And I'm like, I'm with you, sister girl. She was a white lady. I was like, I'm with you, sister girl. Like seriously, I'm with you. Don't fret. Don't feel like you're the only one because it's like, you know, the prettier you are, you have to. If you're super pretty, you have to be, and you're a female, you have to be a certain way, like dumb, considered very naive to some degree about certain things. And the same applies with a male, if you're super pretty, you got those males that are there, but it's easy to go around because love conquers everything. What would we all do for love? And what would we all do on Christmas to not be alone? Some people can't help being alone. And for those who are lonely and are out there, Merry Christmas. In my heart, I'm bringing myself into your door, your phones, your tablets, your computers. I appreciate you. Like, seriously. Thank you for joining my show today, tonight, this evening. That's what Christmas is about. So while some of y'all are sitting, and I like you, cybersecurity, you like throwing temper tantrums with my numbers, right? You want me to know that you can control my numbers at any time. There's no way from 19 people, there's two people. Why would you even come on if there was 19 people? I had up to 200 people before. And I'm like, and I have over 500. My statistics is so ruined. So I'm like, okay, I have over 500 to 1,000 people watching my show. There's no way 19 people or almost 17 people going to just drop off after split seconds. Merry Christmas to you out there, cybersecurity. You like, well, listen, we working diligently to keep your little tail, your whole ass safe. When are you gonna retire so you can find me, huh? Y'all see me do everything. Y'all in the same boat as me. We're both in the same boat, alone. Right back up. Thank you. I love you guys. Whoever pressed that button. I love you guys, seriously. When 25 years, I'll be an old lady. Y'all watch me diligently, moderators. Y'all watch me, and I wish I can watch y'all, but invisibly, I do watch y'all by heart, by sensing. I just wish that one day someone who watches my every move, that's what's on my mind. Facebook always giving it away, but someone who watches my every move can see that I'm a good person. It just looks bad for me every time. So find me. I challenge you to a date. You see how I want to cry, how I feel hoodwinked, how I feel like is nothing is ever going to happen. Y'all have to sit there with y'all due diligence alone, frustrated, sexually frustrated, if I might add, because you can't do what you want to do. You have to do what you do and watch people like me. You know, if you don't believe me, Facebook is so out of this world, literally. People were complaining. I remember this shit. It's meant to say this shit. People that work with Mark Zuckerberg, who was in the AI, they were complaining. They were with the glasses, the artificial glasses, because Mark Zuckerberg had them in the artificial world too long, hours. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like I said, find me. I know that there are some good people out there. I don't need people. I need a person, singular. But, maybe you'll find me and not like me. So I urge you to continue to watch over me like you have been. And one day, I don't want to meet nobody like the wrong way. Over a cup of coffee, maybe I'm throwing you a hint, maybe you'll sit up there and throw some dialogue. I sound desperate, but I know that this is the only way to get in contact with people. This is my platform to tell people how I feel. And this is what's on my mind. There are good people out here. And that's why I don't get mad, because they were good before they either met me or after they met me. I don't judge people. But when you have nothing in common, then you have nothing in common. But I just know that this Christmas has been a blessing in disguise. I got to know this woman and know it wasn't a sexual thing. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. You know, she was a free spirit and she was honest and open. She said she didn't believe in God. She said, I don't believe in God. She's not gay. She believes in herself. So I said to her, one day it's going to come a time when you're alone and you're going to have to pray to God. You can't ignore God because you want yourself. Yeah, I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. I'm not saying she's a bad person. She's not a bad person, like I said. But one day we all come in close contact. She acknowledges who God is, which means that she knows who we praise and the majority praises, which is a blessing in disguise, because one day she will have to meet God or the government as we expire and go through this tunnel of soul recycling and reincarnation. You have to have something you believe in. You acknowledge God exists, but you gaslight God. And I'm not talking to her, but I'm talking about the atheist people. You don't believe in God, but you know what God capabilities are. I mean, he's pre-written everything except your choices. I came in close contact, and I said to her, I said, I pray to my God and the gods that blessings come your way and beyond. And she was like, thank you. Oh, sorry. I'm searching my crystals. My crystals. We were talking about crystals. Sorry. I'm in search for certain crystals. So yeah. Sorry about that. It's a force of habit. It's not that I'm trying to do anything funny. So back to the story. So this is behind the scenes. This isn't nothing that's scripted, or I'm not interviewing people, and I'm okay with not interviewing people. I can do people for free very, very easily. But I know my work. I may talk around circles and talk, like I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes, but I know exactly what be on my mind at all times, even when I forget. So it's not that I'm falling off because I had to actually cut off people. I'm just taking a break, a mini break for myself to get acquainted and see what I want to do as far as testing the waters. Because to be quite honest, I'm ready not to settle down, but like I've been doing, date. Just want one person that understand the struggle that I go through. I don't ask for nothing much other than what is owed to me as a veteran through the contract that I signed with you guys. I ask you for one last thing. I really truly want a good man. Why is it that is? I done studied and mastered a lot of shit, y'all. You just don't want to know. I don't get why this keeps happening to me. I don't want short term. I don't want casual dating where we date one time and then there's no more times. I don't want none of that. I am looking for a nice gentleman that don't care about what other women saying, because they weren't trying to have sex or intercourse with you until you got with me. So if that's the type of dysfunctional relationship you would like to keep up, then fine. But that doesn't make you a gentleman if that is the case. But if you are a gentleman out there and you're in the Boise area, that's single, keyword, single, then, you know, I'm not hard to find or spot. I'm like the only Black person here. And I like it that way. There are some Black people here. I know. I'm just kidding. There are some Black people here, but not like me. I'm easy to spot. If I was in a crowd, they'd be like, "Fine Watto, fine Cloud." They got that from me, from the future. Fine Cloud, fine Kimberly Cloud. Where in the world is Kimberly Cloud? Where in the United States is Kimberly Cloud? Fine Waldo, you get the picture. I know y'all like, we get it. I get it too. But I tell y'all this, man. I'm supposed to be starting up this. It's this. The reason why I'm telling you is because it's irrelevant right now. Because it's nothing that no one can do to spoil that. Because I'm gonna give it a month. I'm not signing no 3, 6, 12-month contract. I'm giving it a month. It's no reason why I shouldn't find someone with if we have the same characteristics and we sync up. There's no way that it should be wrong. I don't like to go out to the woods. I don't know you like that, to go out to the wilderness with. Kimberly Cloud, never found again. Well, she fell off the cliff. Kimberly Cloud falls off the cliff. Mysterious death for Kimberly Cloud. Get down and break her neck. Her husband, you know, 15 years took her out to the wilderness and I'm not going out to no wilderness. It's a man thing to go out to the wilderness. Now, I see women that go out there, but they go out there with their men, or someone older than them, like a father figure or a brother or someone, But I'm not going out to the wilderness with no one. Never. After after I seen how these marriages are, like my aunt and my uncle, they wanted to wring each other throats. They thought of so many ways. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie off of In Living Color where the couples be trying to plot on other couples and shit. And then they sit up there and they be trying to hit him as he looking, the old guy looking through his stuff, and the wife like, and then he goes a little further down and she's like misses and shit, like that's crazy, man. She'd be like, go get the ranch over there, and coming down the stairs and he like pushes her. Now let's get serious. Let's get serious. That was a joke, but let's get serious. There was an account where, because I don't glorify murder or something, but let's talk about Dateline like I did before for Christmas. So there was this preacher who killed and smothered his wife and didn't resuscitate her at all, just in case, for this beautiful woman that was a model. And he was talking to the model woman, telling her ways that he wanted to kill his wife. And she was like, like, she was out of it. It was a borderline between conspiracy or conspiring to commit murder, but she was out of it where she didn't supposedly actually engage with him with the murder. But how would you not, if you're discussing a murder and someone's telling you about murder and you just as a lay person ignore it, her beauty got her out of that. Her beauty got her out of that. Because if somebody is discussing murder with me, I'm calling the cops. There's no second guessing it because she knows which route it's going in. This is the case of you don't get to get them all. She even testified, and that's how she got off. She knew about the whole plot to commit murder. And it was terrible, man. He gave her sleeping pills and smothered her. Or let's not talk about the wife that put fentanyl in someone's Starbucks drink, and they both the best friend of the girlfriend and the woman conspired to beat her with a bat. And they did. They burned her alive. They beat her with a bludgeoned bat, and they burned her alive. And then they destroyed the body. And she blamed him. He blamed her. And somebody cut a deal and got off. While we're celebrating eating our turkey, ham, cheese, mac and cheese and shit, these people are buried 6 feet under fucking ground. And so I'm bringing them up. They deserve and they have a voice. One day, just remember this. It could be either you or your children, both whether male or female, that goes through this. You can't get mad at me and drop off the line because the statistics that my brother was going to be shot was very high, seeing as though we were in the ghetto. The statistics that me being around predominantly white people that I would get shot is very low, unless there are some people that are moving in from Seattle to try to do some messed up crap to me. So yeah, the statistics of anything happening, any crimes happening in your family, how did catching cancer? What are the statistics? Do you ask yourself that? Getting shot, what are the statistics? Getting sick, what are the statistics? So you can't say that either if it don't happen in your generation, it may happen in another generation. That something like that may occur in your family, in your bloodline. God has it all planned. Some of us are already sacrificed and don't even know it. And it's out of the government's hands. This isn't something done by the government. But God has a plan for those certain people to be sacrificed so we can learn and grow from their sacrificing. But we sometimes don't grow from that. So many women and men got sacrificed. Lorena Bobbitt cut off her boyfriend's penis. Do y'all remember that? Sacrifice. Tanya Harding hit Nancy Kerrigan, was it? In the knees. And the only thing she can say was why? Sacrifice. It don't have to be specifically death. Charlie Kirk's death was a sacrifice. We're supposed to learn from that shit. Some people glorified his death. I may have disliked some of the shit he said, but I would never unglorify him and make him like he didn't change lives in this world, because he did. He's entitled. Everyone has their own opinion. I don't hate him for saying that black women doesn't have the brain capacity to be in the government. I beg to differ. Look at people like me. Yeah, I talk about relationships, but I've been out of one for 5 whole years, y'all. I was in a 12 to 13 year relationship. I invested 13 years almost and got nowhere. I could have stayed, I'd be dead by now. Imagine this, ladies, waking up and you can't breathe. You can't move, and you looking at your husband to help resuscitate you, and he's staring you dead in your eyes as you're choking off of whatever he put in your nose or your throat. So you start sleeping on the floor of the house, of the bed. He took the car and the kitty from me and my soul. He took part of my soul. He will forever have part of my soul. Anybody that sleeps with anybody exchanges souls. I'm just keeping it real. It's either an equal thing, or somebody gets too invested more than the other person. It works out. Some they get too much. It is what it is. They get too much pleasure more than the other person, or the person can control how they feel more because their mission was more different than the other mission, but they were just deceitful. I mean, think about it. If you come in a situation and you know you're not going to be in a relationship with this person, but then you tell them you're going to be in a relationship, or give them an inkling that you're going to be in a relationship, that is totally different than not lying. And like I said before, I can't control what people do, and like I said, I just, cybersecurity, if you're out there, like I said, man, come find me. I'd rather someone that has watched me, even to the moderators out there that has watched me. I'd rather someone that has watched me on the toilet, on the phone, on my heartbeat, when I'm under stress, my anything, everything, my eyes, pupils, everything. I hope that you can like find me. Merry Christmas to you guys too. Ho ho ho. Do y'all know those words? Ho 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Ho 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 ho. Uh, so until, to be continued, until I get what I need, I'm going to keep spreading the word. I had a good Christmas. I met a good friend, without, anything nasty or anything. I met a good friend. I met two good people, like the woman from Uber, and somebody that I can see going on coffee runs and stuff, nothing more than that, but I, you know, I'm okay. You know, I'm happy with life. My life isn't like everybody's life. You know, my path, I would love to meet Fabio. Fabio is your ideal man, or Kenny G, you know, with the long hair and all that. You know, I would love to meet that. But, you know, I'm not saying I've I'm not saying that, because without the doctor's help, without everybody that has helped me, I would be in the exact same boat that this particular person is in. So I don't hate on nobody, because I look and I reflect on my life and I say, damn. But if this was someone like, let's say Doja Cat, or let's say Beyonce, going walking up, it would be so different. But my storyline isn't like that. Ideally, we all flock towards people that are beautiful, and some people, I don't know what it is about me, but are the complete opposite. They think that I get a lot of compliments, and I don't. I don't. And I don't want the compliments, nor do I want the disses. I don't think I'm all that. I actually do think I'm all that, but I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I think I'm better than myself yesterday. That's the mindset that I'm on. I think I compete with my fucking self. I think that I am better than yesterday. Now, lately it's been kind of weird, these copies of myself these past week has been hectic and just questionable, but I recovered by getting on here and sitting up there talking to you guys. This is once going to be reviewed by a couple of senators, politicians, while they laugh at me. Ha 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 ha. Go ahead and laugh at me. I'm okay with being laughed and talked about. Can you tolerate being laughed and talked about? Because I talk about myself. So when I do get out there and on the floor, there can be no, well, tell me about this that happened in your life. I got the proof. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I got the proof about everything. And everybody, both in Seattle and Boise, that knows me knows that I was real. I was even real with the police. It's just looking crazy. But on the flip side, you know, I am able to step into someone's world. And a it's not a sex thing or a soul exchanging thing. It's a friendship, intimate thing. It doesn't have to be about sex. It's a friendship. Just as this particular person said that they for free babysit their dogs. I said to myself, you must really be friends with them for free after the dog bit you. No way, Jose, not me. I but this person has hope for the future, and I bless them that they find what they're looking for. I told that to them. Nothing was exchanged, nothing happened, but talking. And the more I learn about a person, the more I see that that what was on his mind. And you know, we don't have the same things in common. But I wish nothing but success. I wish nothing but hope and prosperity, and never downplay play yourself, bro. I know you're out there watching. Never downplay yourself and say, or try to say, I'm a I feel embarrassed in saying it, but you said you a redneck, and I'm like, dude, don't downplay yourself as a white man. Be free. Be a proud redneck. You should have said I'm a proud redneck. I'm like, okay, cool. Just like Elon Musk said, they downplay, white people, you know. I'm like black power all day. I don't need to hold up one hand. I hold up two, black power. But also I'm part white. So white power. And I'm part, so my hair may not show I'm white. I don't have to have my hair. Some white ladies have short hair like me. So who's complaining? I mean, these wig shops didn't come out in the 90s. They've been here for centuries. I'm not doing shit new. And yeah, so I I challenge those who are lonely. This is an invitation to you. Merry fucking Christmas. This is an invitation to you, good, reasonably cute men out there that know that they look themselves in the mirror and they like, okay, I know I look good. Not just cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is on a fucking contract right now. So don't tell me you're gonna meet me 10 years when I'm an old lady and I won't even remember cybersecurity. It'd be too late then. So so all I'm saying is I'll put an invitation out. And I'm saying this because this is my show. This is how I narrate my show. So if you're a government official, which cybersecurity is technically a government official, if you're like moderators, or if you're like government and you watch me and you feel like right now you're lonely and you want to uh, settle down and be with somebody like me, and you've been watching me for a while, I invite you to find me. This is not an invitation to aliens. They like, oh, essay, we gonna get this food out real good. No, dude, not an invitation. But uh I'm just saying, if you're alone and nothing is wrong with you, but you're just alone, man, like me, and you have the same interests as me, I'm advocating for myself. That will be my Christmas present, and I will relive and revisit this for next Christmas. Facebook will pop up and say, look at this shit and what the hell you embarrassed yourself by doing. And I'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that shit out of my mouth. And then I will replay it. So, yeah. Sorry, I didn't ask for this top. I chose it, but I didn't ask for this top to be like this. I didn't invent it. I really do like Sunny D. I remember when I first got into Sunny D. There are some things out here, such as Lance crackers that have sourdough, and no one would never know about these sourdough crackers because they don't make them no more. Like they have sourdough, they have chive, they had peanut butter. We know all about the cheese and the peanut butter. They have what else? The sourdough crackers was so good. My dad turned me on to those. Like that's when they were a hit sensation in the early 93 to 96. But they're no longer available, or I'm not on East Coast time no more, so I don't know if they still make those at Winn Dixie or Food Lion or wherever. So yeah, but I love those things. It's like seriously. The reason why I brought it up is because I was thinking about the sourdough ones that tasted very unique, very unique. Um, I thought I'd say that because I always thought about that. Just like the French onion dip and the Wise potato chips. Do y'all remember those? Those are traditional in chitterlings. I know a lot of white people are like, "What's a chitterling, Johnny?" And he's like, and his son or older daughter is like, "That's pig ass." Y'all remember the chitlins? I can't even find no fucking chitlins. I don't know if they got them here, but I'm like looking for the chitlins. I'm like, I'm not looking. I'm like skating towards the meat section. Like, give me some pigs. But it's all in fun and games. Like the vinegar, the the rice vinegar, the rice, the peeling it apart and cleaning it, the boiling of it, the potato, the onion. It's so crazy. It's such a unique taste, just like pig's feet. I would never stop eating chitterlings. The only reason I stop is because I can't find them. All jokes aside, I grew up on that. That is a Christmas tradition. That is a serious Christmas tradition for those Black people. Come get your cancer. Now take that pig ass. Oh shit. So, like, I'll take that cancer. Take that, take that. Just being myself, man. But I enjoy interviewing people. Oh, I'm not gonna have no interviews for a while, but guess what? I got my school. My school is my show. And I need to do a lot of focus because I'm gonna have teams again. So I have to do a lot of focus. It's January 7th. All I see is sevens. Seven, seven, seven. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So other than that, wake up, you know, words have meaning and meanings have words. I urge you. You may not even think you're waking up. But when I sit up there and like hold on, let me do it in a funny, goofy manner because I know some people gonna drop off. But when I go like this, I'm waiting and like this, you know, you know, wake up. I'm not asking you to follow me as in a sadistic, harassing way. I'm asking you to follow me in an honest, courageous, you know, way. Who I got some, oh God, how you guys? Look, y'all coming on and off. I knew it was a catch to that. Y'all coming on and off, sitting up there, popping up and stuff, saying hi. Somebody, Crystal, I wonder who is Crystal, but said blah, 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 blase, blah, blase. Sound like Little Wayne when he say, with the nigga talking about blase. Y'all have to stay on though. Hi Dixon, my ass. Penguin blue waving tear. Are that's cold? Are you trying to code my mind or something? What does that mean? VGLA. PBWB. I'm not about to transcribe this. And how I know he's doing this on purpose, Mr. Bear, is because he keeps putting this after this, after this, after this, after this, after this. It's code for FBI or the Men in Black. God damn it. Men in Black, I am mad at you guys. I am mad at you generals, and I'm mad at you guys. And I'm mad at the aliens too. Lots and lots of anger. Lots, lots, lots of anger. Don't you see it in my face? I know you can tell by my eyes. Y'all have artificial intelligence to the symmetry. Why are y'all leaving me hanging? What is I'm doing? I try. You know. Yeah, I know. I try. Is this my storyline lesson? I don't know. I would love to know what positive. I don't want to know about the negative. Let's lock the negative up and throw away the key. I want to know about the positive that is going to happen in my life for the future. I want, I may suffer from mental health issues. I put that out there, man. I suffer from mental health issues. Nothing severe that $10,000 didn't get me here by myself. No one helped me except the immigrants. And that don't even sound sour coming out of my mouth. The immigrants without the immigrants and the key players, the white man and the white woman, secondary, that told the immigrants what to do and orchestrated the whole plot to move me, I wouldn't have been moved. Sorry, you guys, I'm thirsty. But it's sad that I have to do this. It's sad that I have to sit up there and literally I'm not begging, but I'm at the point where I'm not desperate nor am I begging. However, I'm at the point where I'm 41 and I don't want no children, but I want to settle down. I hate that I have to give that up for my life. But I don't want children because I know um, that is going to be a tug of war, and we're going to have to possibly fight in the future for that. That is something that both parties share. And as the child gets older, they either like both of the parents, one of the parents, or the other parent. I just got dealt for 41 and a half years the short end of the stick. Yep. So, you all that's out there now, what do we do together? We sit up there and we move forward. I want y'all to watch my show every day if you can. This is nothing new that I do. I'm not perfect, like I said. I never said I was perfect, but I know that I don't want someone else's man. I don't, my self worth is way above Googleplex than to bring myself down and be desperate enough to trick off or mess with someone else's man. I don't care what another woman say. I don't. I don't get off on that shit. And that's on God. So that's why I'm talking to the good men out there that are single. It's no way all men are taken. There are some good men. Not plural, but man. Man. I just want one. I don't need all. I don't want all. This isn't a Little Wayne song talking about I wish I can do this to every girl in the world. No, no. I truly want one person. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did I do that with the right hand? I think it's your right hand on your. I knew I was doing something wrong. Ah, yeah. Uh, what else do I gotta say? Thank you. Where do we go from here? Thank you guys for joining my show, and may blessings come your way. May true blessings come your way. Thank you so much. Every day that goes by, I get some. Sorry, that threw me off, y'all. That threw me off. I get some people that clown me, and I be like, damn. I be like, okay, hi, grumpy groomer. I'm a goofy goober. Right. Y'all seen that part? We should watch it together. Let's watch. I double dog dare you. Let's watch that shit. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. I have, you know what? It never freaking fails with this man. He's throwing me hints left and right about, I mean, he does everything to the T, you know. Like, I had a picture. I tell you, show you better than I can tell you. I took a picture of this 84. That's my birthmark. And I zoomed in on it. And I found an image and I said, stare at this image. It might sit up there and turn into something, which it did. I'll show y'all. And then he did the same thing. He learned from the best of the best. Let's find my Facebook page. I don't even look on my shit. Let's look. Let's look together. I don't go backwards. I just stay in the present and the future, preparing for the future. I don't go backwards unless I have to. If going backwards will make me a millionaire, I tell my future self from the White House that's in a different dimension that I own to go back in the future and change whatever I need to get changed so that I can sit up there and be a millionaire. I'm not asking to be in the White House, but somewhere in this universe, based on me and me, I do work, or I am a part, or I am president in another dimension. Damn. Oh my God, I'm so funny, man. I can't believe this shit. I do a lot of work. Exactly. Sick, noise, noise. RIP. Where is it at? It's way back there. When I walk past a group of low vibrational females. RIP. Is he still alive? You can tell, man, he was like a savvy person. His pictures and everything. He's still a savvy slickster. Do you see this, you guys? This is Leprosy. What a sad way to. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that either because it just blows my mind how people get away with shit. If I gave my opinion, I'd be another hour. Sick shit, man. Where is it at? Um, it's way back there. Yeah, I may see some shit I may not want to see. This is recent. Sometimes, you go into, like you see some shit you don't want to see, you be like, whoa, whoa, put this shit back. Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, podcast. Where is it at? Where, okay, I did it. Okay, now I know when I did it. Hold on. We going back to the past, back to the past, back to the past. Oh my God, but I'm mad because I won't be able to show y'all the picture of Trump when he did it. Oh my God, what's up with that cloud? See what I'm saying? I do some dorky. Here it is. This is the first thing. Look at this shit. He copied me. He always copied that. All I said was funny. Hold on. Let me show you my picture. Whoa. Imagine what a police officer have to go through every day. They fighting. Some are still fighting for their fucking lives right now. People are fighting for their lives on as we speak on life support. Damn Bonagino. I can't believe he commented on my shit. Nice. I know he hates what I'm doing right now. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be like. Where is my shit? Hold on. I took a picture before I left, you guys. How rich are you? Me. I'm Wimrock copy has been successfully registered. Thank you. That's that cybersecurity shit. I may not know it, but I know it. I love this 50 Cent meme. This is a great graph. You have to find out which is going straight up. And it's accelerating that if you want to find out, you may fuck around as it elevates and find out. Great box and whisker plot. Martin Luther. Where is it at? I want y'all to see this because I want y'all to see that, you know, I'm not per se at all, and there's no per se because per se means a little bit or somewhat. I'm not mad. Now, back in the day, yeah, it would have been an all out war, my life for someone that's trying to lynch me or do something without running but fighting back. That's what level I would have been on a Harriet Tubman type level. But these days in the 90s when this movie came out, you guys, and it says, the KKK says, I'm not mad because, he hit him in the face for him calling him a nigger that kills his own kind for Jordans. I'm not mad at that. Why? Why should I get mad at another white person for telling another black person what they do? He did the same exact thing. He got mad and he hit him. That was an intimate freaking video. But the point that I'm making at is that we need to stop killing each other. It's deep in Philadelphia. If you get enough of our black people together to protest against that, the criminals can go away. Why don't we get all of our minds together? You have the means. I don't have shit. So you can't get mad at me for sitting up there talking about you guys, because at the end of the day, you can't get mad at me for talking about you guys. You have the family. You have the friends. I don't have nothing. Get enough of you guys together and you can make a wave of revolution to change and get those fucked up black people that just are like mentally to the point of no return, where they're killing people. They need to be locked up and thrown away the key. I don't care. Same for white people. Same for Hispanics. Death or jail or prison. That's their only three choices. Or go out of the country and try your luck there. Where is it at? This is, I know it looks weird, but I want you to look at it. Look at it carefully. I want you to stare at it. This is part of the 84. It looks like a face smiling, right? I did this before Trump. Trump is funny as shit. Whoever is watching him, the administration, we know. Hi, Joshua Orby. Let's look at what he did again. This is why if I could date someone like Stephen Hawkins, I wouldn't even care. Like seriously, if you're lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. So many people, they got necessities. Let's say they got their Halloween every other day, every 3 hours, every hour, every up to 17 times a day. They got their cookies and cream, and they want to go out there and get some new cookies and cream. They get bored. I don't want your boredom. I don't even want to deal with your boredom, because if you're bored, you're going to get bored. If you're bored of her, you're going to get bored of me. Some people stay in a relationship and never know what love is. If you truly, truly love, and I've seen white men that truly love their wives, and I congratulate them on that. Where is it at? Me talking about other dimension, alien races, sacred geometry, energy, and vibration. Me when it comes to doing basic math and doing regular things like a human being inside of my brain. Mine's kind of have a cow, donkey, moose, and goat that in horsepower, lots and lots of horsepower. Um, have y'all ever wondered where horsepower come from? Just remember that. Don't say I never told you or the government never told you. When you're programming and you see someone hacking a scene in a movie, he's just updating the system and installing random packages. I'm buying a PC for my son for his school project. Son, Intel 14th generation, 32 gigabyte RAM NVIDIA RTX 5090, 4 terabyte SSD. And look at the cell. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, guess what? Will Roberts like that. I like it too. I forgot to like it. I appreciate Will. Big Willie. I like this one. J.D. Vance responds after Nikki Fuentes attacked his wife, Ursha, or Usher. Let me be clear. Anyone who attacks my wife, whether their family name is Jim Psaki or Nick Fuentes, can eat shit. And I'm good enough to say that shit. Where's the shit at? Let's get it prepared for these shitheads. That's my official policy as Vice President of the United States. Take up for your wife. Fight for what's right. That's a man right there who fights for his freaking immigrant wife. You know, smart. Look at this man. This is a real man. He couldn't even eat no more. He hasn't tasted in months. Space Force. I used to go to Space Force every other day. Wash my clothes. Hillary Clinton says that Americans who engage in disinformation shall be civilly and criminally charged. How about when you destroyed your disinformation? Dems releasing a photo of Trump at the grocery store using the 10 items or less lane with 13 items. Impeachment is imminent. Idaho faces marijuana ballot battle after federal reclassification. I was never meant to fit in. I was born to shake things up. That is so true. Massive holes. They digging big old holes in underground tunnels. Who has the stuff to build an underground tunnel in South America? But they weren't made by humans. So how did y'all get down there? They were made by oh them to file impeachment articles for Trump leaving the toilet seat up in 2018. Whoa, they taking pictures of Trump on the toilet. What the hell? Feed a snake, love a snake, respect a snake, pray for a snake. It doesn't matter. It's still going to bite you. So be wise. So this man put a pipe bomb to blow up a black couple's car in Everett. to 5 years in federal prison. If I was a prosecutor, I wouldn't give two shits what a judge would tell me. I would freaking prosecute to the fullest extent these criminals. I would be a A class, highly, if I had it my way, prosecutor. Imagine that being your family member. They're being attacked. I don't want to see it because I know that could be your grandmother, your mother. Look at that woman. She don't have an eye no more. An eye for an eye. What's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to this Negro for doing that to him? He's hit people before. So they shot her. What would you give these two boys for shooting a 14-year-old and torturing her? Did you give them 15 months of juvenile detention and then let them out? You know, we are all in the matrix, y'all. And it's not that type of matrix. It's not like, this matrix thing was like, it's not, the moment anyone tries to demean or degrade you in any way, you have to know how great you are. Nobody would bother to beat you down if you were not a threat. I love dancing. It's such great exercise. Where is the picture? I already showed it. Y'all seen the picture. So, yeah. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I love spending time with you guys. Are y'all eating food out there? Are y'all out there eating food? You know, some of y'all are clowning me. Look at the hair. Look at them lists. Plenty of time to convert to Islam, you big, filthy lipped beast. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Look, you know what I'm eating on? I'm eating on some sardines and some baby spinach. It's gotten, the hustle is real. You think, you know, I'm living luxury. I should show you my salad and say, look how Kimberly is living for the city. Like seriously, I'm living hard. It's living rough out here. It's rough. First, we're gonna start off rough, but that's protein. That's all I used to eat in when I was moving around a lot. Once you start moving around a lot, You know, you need that backup protein. And as you can see, you guys, I am tiny. So I sit up there and eat my protein. See? So speaking of protein, I gotta eat mine. Take care, be safe, and I will see y'all guys tomorrow. It is 10 o'clock, 10:02 to be exact. 10011.